a nice laugh, are you?
Australian legends.
Hey!
Sir, can you knock?
What's up everyone, Adam from FWCI. This is Would I Lie to You Australia. Now, I've watched a bunch of compilations of clips from Would I Lie to You UK. I've watched the Mortimerian Tales. I've been on a whimsical roller-caster. I've said Mel Yeah with Mel Gedroich. Who else have we watched? Lethal Lee Mack. I've got more of his to watch, but I started with Lee Mack. Greg Davies, probably some others. So I'm pretty familiar with the concept of the show, and they have some different segments, but I've never actually watched a full episode. I noticed that there is an Australian version of it, and Australia doesn't have the best track record of adapting certain things, but I feel like this show has a good sort of formula that could maybe apply well to our culture anyway. But I chose season 2, episode 8 to watch. I think it's the most recent season that's come out, because it has one of my favourite comedians of all time on there, Broden Kelly from Auntie Donna, the MANBEAST himself, and him being on there alone, I'm already 100% sold on this. Charlie Pickering, I think, was on the other side. He's pretty good as well. And I believe we've got Lloyd Langford on this one. And Lloyd Langford, who was on the Australian Taskmaster season 2, and loved it. Loved his energy, loved everything about him. So, got some decent... Oh, and Frank Woodley is one of the regulars on there. He's an old-timey comedian, used to do some crazy physical stunts, and very, very funny as well. So, I don't know. We're going to have a look at this episode and see what it's like. People who watch the UK version, let me know if this is the same kind of format. There will be a full-length version of this up at patreon.com/FWCI. That's where you can get early access to my videos and other stuff like that. But let's jump into it. This is Would I Lie to You Australia, Season 2, Episode 8, with Woodley, Littlefoot, Longfoot, and the MANBEAST. And Charlie Pickering. Is this the same kind of intro as the UK one?
The captain of our first team tonight is comedian and host Charlie Pickering.
I don't mind Charlie Pickering. I remember him being quite funny.
Tanya Hennessy.
Okay, first time seeing her. Lloyd. It's been a couple of weeks.
Frank Woodley. And Australia's original master chef. It's Julie Goodwin.
Okay. Doesn't ring a bell, but I feel like it... Oh, actually, it does.
Auntie Donna. It's Broden Kelly.
Yes, MANBEAST, MANBEAST. So just quickly, my advice for this is always look at Broden. Look at Broden the entire time. He is just hilarious every second of every day.
I had an incident with a horse that saw me sent home from school camp.
Ooh. Immediate thought, true.
The horse do something to you, or did you do something to it?
The horse did something to me.
Lloyd.
It was a very early instance of victim blaming.
I think my question is, pray tell? Like, just tell more.
There was like a horseman, you know, like a...
Half man, half horse?
Like a centaur?
It left like a... It broke the skin.
Did it hurt? Were you like, ah?
Yeah, I was fucking bitten by a horse. Yeah. And he was like, you have to go now. Because you're, like, provoking the horse.
Do you have any long...
So why did you have to go all the way home, though?
He is still cut about his treatment by the horse instructor.
Yeah.
There's still so much offence there.
All right, we're going with true.
Yeah, I think so.
Lloyd Langford, is that story true or a lie?
That story is a lie.
What? Yeah, you know, that was very well told there, Lloyd. Although they didn't seem to grill him very much. Come on, Broden. Summon your inner MANBEAST. Get in his face. Just grab him by the shirt and be like, tell us everything about the horse.
I stalked Frank Woodley.
True. 1,000,000% true.
Okay, everyone...
Its face.
When I was about 8.
I believe it. I believe it.
If this is true, then you've done an absolutely wonderful job.
It took 25 years.
Were you bald as a child?
What was the impetus to stalk?
His program,
Lano and Woodley.
The Adventures of Lano and Woodley.
Exactly, I believe it.
An adult man with a child. It's the 80s, man. We just free range, right?
It was the 90s, but Frank Woodley driving a van. My dad and I were like, let's follow him.
It was probably quite disappointing as an 8-year-old to find out that I'm just a very responsible driver.
Maybe his car will break down and he'll need some help. They got it all. It's also important to know this was in Adelaide. Nothing happens in Adelaide.
Yeah, it's true.
Follow comedians from Melbourne.
I did a 3-point turn in Adelaide and got applause one time, so...
I grew up in Adelaide.
What do you
It's
think,
so
Tony?
plausible.
It's so fucking true. Oh my god.
It is a true.
Yes!
Sorry I did that.
No, it's not making it awkward at all. That's good.
I think I'm about the same age as Broden, and that's why I immediately was like, yeah, 100%. I might have stalked Frank Woodley for a brief couple of minutes at some point in my childhood, so yeah, definitely. I will say that this presentation still has that sheen of like bad Aussie TV to it. I don't know, but the show itself has been
I was
fun.
called up on stage during a hypnotism show and faked being in a trance so the magician didn't feel bad.
Oh, yeah. I believe it.
A sort of variety show that had a hypnotist.
Stand-up comedy show, and the guy just happened to have a fob watch, and he just came on going like that, and he accidentally Yes, it was a... There was about 5 of us, and we each got a different animal.
All right, so you meant to be animals. What animal were you meant to be?
I was asked to be an okapi.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm thinking this sounds like bullshit.
Being a carpy. My impression would be that.
Well, funnily enough, okapis are often bemused. I was in an okapi. The guy beside me was a brush-tailed phascogale.
This sounds too hilariously rehearsed.
Oh, I would like you now to do your okapi.
Yeah.
Not rehearsed like he doesn't know what he's getting until he gets it, but it sounds too performed.
Yeah,
That's an okapi.
that's good.
Yeah, this is just an opportunity for Frank Woodley to do physical comedy.
Having never seen an okapi before in my life, that is uncanny.
And you were the only one faking?
I reckon without a doubt the marmoset was in. Because he took a shit. He was arrested.
They need an answer, or you know what he's going to do. True or a lie?
Are you buying this?
No.
Nah, not even close.
I can imagine him feeling sorry for a hypnotist with the show
Absolutely.
not going well.
I agree with that side of it.
We believe that this is a lie.
Well, actually, that story is completely a lie.
Yeah. Nice try, Frank. I don't know if Frank is even like an unnecessarily deceptive, dishonest kind of guy. I wonder if he's struggling in this show. I'm watching one episode. Maybe he's just having an off night.
When watching a TV courtroom drama, I pause before the lawyer's closing argument to practice what I would say instead.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the crime that had been committed was...
Particularly heinous.
Yeah. Jewellers, like a little watch shop, had been murdered and they had to find his murderer. Called like A Time to Die or something like that.
That's James Bond.
Quite a clever title if you think about it.
Time to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is fucking hell, Lloyd.
But often I'll go a little bit Southern lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you've heard a lot from my learned colleague on the other side.
We're talking southern Italy, are we?
Do you have kids?
Yes, I do.
Great. No, we just got a dog.
Great. I've got a dog too.
So there was the one where you...
What kind of dog?
I remember that when this was a game show.
Is that true or a lie?
Look, it does sound like fun.
Yeah, it does sound like fun, I agree.
I believe he has 2 kids for sure, yeah. 2 and 8's a long, break between kids.
Because of the way that he behaves in front of his wife, I don't think that's surprising.
I think this happens.
I'm going to say true, yeah. I agree, true.
True or a lie?
It is a lie!
That is a good friggin' lie.
He doesn't have kids at all!
All right, Malcolm, who do you know? Are you a Broden friend?
And I once agreed to slather him head to toe in goose fat ahead of an open water swim.
He taught me a life-changing teabag technique.
That sounds like bullshit because it sounds like an Auntie Donna sketch already.
Well, this is Malcolm, and he botched the installation of my cat flap.
He botched it. Was it botchamania?
Julie's slippery swimmer, Broden's teabag teacher, or Frank's...
I think it's Julie's, if I'm being perfectly honest, but I hope it's Broden's.
Well, yeah, have you ever
exercise.
seen when they swim the channel and they just grease them on up? It's to keep them warm.
Up and back or just down there?
Just up. We had a boat up there to collect.
Okay.
I think he came back. There are 2 very different types of teabagging.
The one of your people, the drinking one. He taught me I've never spilt a drop of tea in my life.
Ooh, okay. In part.
We're out.
Yep.
On the sides. 1, 2, 3. You'll notice I'm dripping no tea. Do it at home. You will not have a drop of tea fall anywhere between you and the bin.
Frank, remind us again who Malcolm
All right, Broden, I'll take your word for it.
Do you have a cat?
Not anymore.
Either to the right or in the middle. He put it to the left-hand side, and it's a sliding door. Like, the cat could come in and out, but we couldn't. Are you allowed to say human flaps on... I'm not sure if you are, but... well, I put some goose fat on and I could get out through them. He's the nephew of my wife, and so he was just staying with us.
In fairness to Malcolm, that makes him also your nephew.
Yeah, but I don't care for him. Thanks for trying, and, she was lovely, actually.
And when Malcolm was not around, what did she say to you?
She just said, what a...
Who do you think?
I want it to be Frank.
Right, I'm feeling like the cup of tea.
Are you?
Really?
Teabag buddy.
And Lloyd, you're okay with this?
Yeah, in the spirit of democracy.
Malcolm, please reveal your identity.
I'm Malcolm, and I taught Broden a life-changing...
Oh, well done! Oh my God, you got so into it as well. Oh, Jesus. I don't know if it's just because it's Aussie, but I feel like I'm able to sort of detect the bullshit a little bit better on this one, although that time I didn't.
My family embarrassed me when I hosted a former Prime Minister of Australia.
Where were you hosting?
Oh, I'll say that sounds true because I'm sure she did.
And which former Prime Minister was it?
It was Harold Holt in the pool.
Yeah, Harold Holt is a Prime Minister who died. Swimming. Drowned.
Sister is a very political human being, and she had some hairy sort of things to say. If you're really passionate about that stuff, no one's ever really doing enough, are they?
Hey. Let's not turn this into a Kevin Rudd's over for a cup of tea situation, yeah?
If my brother lived off grid and I was having the Prime Minister round my house, I would certainly not tell him about it.
I met Kevin Rudd at Mr. Rice in Ballarat.
Sorry, can we do one lie at a time, please?
Bodyguard or someone came in and said, "Do you want to meet Kevin Rudd?" And me and my mates were just like, all right. We went out and he went, "Hello, I'm Kevin Rudd."
I'm going to say it's a lie.
I think that is true.
All right, we're about to find out if Julie Goodwin would lie to us. Julie, is that true or a lie?
That story is absolutely a lie.
Yes. I remember her now. She won the first MasterChef Australia, and then she became like a massive advertising icon for a while.
Oh, my masseuse fled in shame after our session together went 5 times longer than scheduled.
Whoa.
The masseur just keeps masseuring.
Yes.
Massaging.
Yeah, and I was just laying there.
Oh, masseur. For some reason I heard therapist.
Someone knocks at the door. This is how it ended, right? Someone knocked at the door and I opened it and said, "Maria, not again."
Maria's given long massages before.
Yes, I was like, oh, it's going for too long, but I'm also like, I love money. Like value for money. You know, I always fly Jetstar.
Is that story true or a lie?
Well,
true.
it is. Fortunately and unfortunately, very true.
Yeah, wow.
I accepted an invitation for a 3-course lunch at a stranger's home after they raised concerns I was undernourished.
Oh, if this was back in the day, then yes.
So where did you meet the stranger?
A place called New Zealand.
Double yes.
They said that they had listened to me on the radio in the United...
And did they say they thought you lacked energy?
Yeah, where's that going, Lloyd?
Super weird emails as well. Like someone asked me if they could brush my hair, if I could have a shower with them.
Have you got the feet guy?
I got the feet guy.
I am the feet guy.
Looked up their house on Google Earth.
Smart. Yeah.
There was no visible sex dungeon. And she mentioned the name of this comedian. And the only thing that I knew about the comedian was that he, like, goes to orgies.
So they were trying to fuck you? Is that what this was, Lloyd? This is how you met Anne?
Dessert was salted caramel tiramisu.
I don't believe this, because that food is way too good.
So salted caramel with an already coffee-based dessert. Were they clashing, or was it a new level of fun?
It was a powerful combination.
Oh, give me more Lloyd and Broden.
Getting a very true vibe.
I actually think the level of detail is such that there's truth in that story.
No, I think it's bullshit. The food sounded too good.
The story is true.
Oh. Well done, Lloyd. I was picturing him being like a young dude and like someone being like, come on, we'll give you a meal.
I'm still in touch with them. I often go around there for food and intercourse.
I was sacked in the first week of landing my dream job as a character on a ghost train.
Nah, no way. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Why was that your dream job?
I've always dreamed of being a fuck-up.
No, I mean, geographically.
The show Grounds. To the guy who stands on the ramp and goes, ah.
I can kind of see why you were fired.
I think that's terrifying because you think the person behind you is about to vomit on you.
A couple of kids coming through, they get the, yeah. But for a couple of boys, you know?
MANBEAST!
with their mates, you give them the, I'm gonna kill you.
Team, what do you think? Is this story from Broden?
I want more of the story.
It's for sure. My only issue is I don't reckon he did the ride as well.
I don't think this is true at all.
I'll be completely frank here, right?
Yeah.
Whether we win or lose this today, I'm not that fussed.
Broden, is that true or a lie?
It is
It's a lie. It's a lie.
a lie.
Yes. There's no way Broden wouldn't be a great ghost train operator. I bloody kill you, see?
The game of limbo was a demonstration sport at the 2016 Rio Olympics. True or false?
True.
Find it very hard to win limbo because I loved it too much. They could do limbo hurdling as well. Just like,
I think they did that in Futurama.
It is, in fact, a lie. You idiots.
All right.
A flamingo can travel, if they want to, from Melbourne to Adelaide in one night.
That's a lie, because I don't know if there are flamingos in Melbourne or Adelaide.
Yeah, because why would you go from Melbourne to Adelaide?
so the question,
Oh, wow, Lloyd.
you know, can a Kmart staff member ask you if you need assistance? They can. They never have, but they could.
We reckon it's true, absolutely.
I'm going to say lie.
True.
Ah, you bugger.
Tonight's winner is Charlie's team.
Charlie's team, even though Lloyd doesn't care. Well, all right then. So that is Would I Lie to You, Australia. I did feel like, I don't know, there's something about Australian comedy shows, like from watching Taskmaster UK and then watching Taskmaster Australia, there's just such a different, there's something in the editing, something in the sound, there's something about it that makes it feel very sort of local to me, and it's not always a good thing, and this definitely had a vibe of that. The host, I didn't think she was that great in that role. The lady on the other side, whatever she was, in the yellow jacket, she wasn't very funny. Charlie Pickering was hilarious. Lloyd Langford was hilarious. I get that they've got a celebrity person on there with the MasterChef lady. I thought she was pretty good. She definitely fooled me. And then, if I didn't say Frank Woodley and Broden were both good. So overall, it was a pretty enjoyable episode, but I think it might be because they had very, very funny people on this episode sort of carrying it through. But I would love to see more of the Auntie Donna boys on this show. But anything with Broden, I'm here for it. I think we're exactly the same age, and he just makes me laugh. Like his voice, his face, like just everything about him is just hilarious every time. So it's good to see that we've got some comedians out there that, you know, can we'll adopt Lloyd Langford, fine, that's fine. But it is good to see that there's some Australian comedians out there that can, you know, go on a show like this and really shine through. Broden was a little bit quiet at one point, but I don't know if it's the dynamic of this show or if he was just kind of settling into it. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments what you thought. Don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube and patreon.com/FWCI if you want to support the channel further. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends, ta-ta, and farewell.